Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Hatoful Boyfriend. And this is take 2 of this part. Because no sooner did I start recording, I got 2 lines in, and I'm like, why is this frozen? And I'm like, oh, because my recording software needs an update. Again, I literally just did this 3 days ago. Holy fucking shit. I'm like, oh my god. So, I had to shut everything down, I have to reboot. The game, because then the game's totally frozen. I'm like, either that or the game's broken. And that's going to be sad, because we're not going to know what happens. But anyway. So yeah, that's all I had to say about that. So, we're back where we went. Okay. I was not doing his voice right. I don't know if you could tell. I can tell. My voice sounds freaking weird to me right now. And I seriously think I broke myself doing all these fucking voices. You know what it is? As soon as you do a character voice, you're like, this one's going to be hard. It's like, they talk a lot. More than you. Which is almost physically impossible, but anyway. Ahem. When your father died, my world was altered. One might say that his influence over me grew after death. Both for good and for ill. We got further than we did the last time, so here we go. Are we Shu still? I don't know if we're supposed to be reading this as him. I don't think we're Ryota, but anyway. I'll just read it normal. Kawara Ryuji. All I can recall of him now is his voice and the color of his wings. He rarely returned home, always leaving Mother and me alone. Okay, so we're Ryota, okay. You did this to carry out my father's will? It would have made sense, but we switched and were Sakuya at one point, and then Shu was just telling his story when we ended the last part, so I was like, I don't know what's going on. So, anyway. You misunderstand. This was not just a parting kindness between colleagues. I doubt that there's anyone in this world with a stronger sense of duty than mine. This was his final challenge to me. And you see the result. But your refusal is hardly rational. I was trying only to grant your wish, and had you but accepted, it would be so. Are you dissatisfied with something? A world without strife, where no one will have a loved one stolen from them. And that's the world I wish for. I never asked for a world where the human race is killed. A pity you did not say so 8 years ago. He was a fucking kid. You expect him to be eloquent with his words? Sometimes it happens, but... What absurd contract was this? There's no power in prayer. I should never have met you. Doctor, my wish ends today. The father's no longer in this world. There's no reason for you to chase after his final will anymore. Sorry. That was fun. Does this mean you are sympathizing with me? Oh, how I have fallen. I can feel his pitying gaze even now. Very well. The contract ends today. And I must admit defeat. It is not over yet. We must open the gate of Tartarus in the depths of the abyss. We need a better voice for him when we play the next game, but I just don't. He crazy, and he was in, and it's I ran out of voices. We should give him some kind of weird I wish I could do a fun Spanish accent, but I fucking can't, because every time I do, it comes out really terrible, awful stereotype French accent. It's like a caricature of a French accent. Oh, I will twirl my mustache and eat my baguette. That's kind of what happens when I try. That's just fucking wrong. And we can't give him the weird Irish English hodgepodge fucked upness that we've started doing and everything now. Can't do that to him. So I don't know. I'm very sad. I gotta work on accents, man. We only have about 10 minutes until the humans come in from above. I see you're still alive, gentlemen. Fucking love him. Okay. It's weird when they're all like pigeons and doves, because you're like, pigeons and doves are like, they're not the of the bird kingdom. They're like the least. They're like the least likable birds. Okay, I love birds. Okay, but like, you got a bunch of birds. You're like, oh my god, there's so many cool birds, and you choose pigeons and like doves. You know, and then you gotta throw that. You throw in the cute little parakeet and the cockatiel, and I'm like, oh my god, he's so cute. I just want to pet him. Okay, I guess it's good that they did the dateable characters as like the birds that you're like, okay, like if I were going to a pet store to buy a bird, it would not be one of these, you know. But, and then the ones that you don't date are this, because I couldn't take him seriously as a romance option. I'd be like, you're so cute, I just want to scratch your little cheeks, pet your head. That's what's so hard about this as a bird lover. It's because I'm not that kind of bird, like, oh, hey, birds, yeah, he's sexy. And we're like, you're so cute, I want to squeeze you. You know. And again, usually when you're dating animals, it's because, oh, they've all turned into hot boys in your apartment. So all your pets are hot guys now. Nobody thinks that's weird. I think it's a little weird. I mean, we pretend. I'm going to pretend that wasn't my cat that I've had for 15 years. Because that's weird. Ew, you sleep in my bed. You curl up in my lap. That's weird. Now I'm going to date you? Creepy. Like, I think about that when we're going to end up playing all those games. But it's like, I look at my bird, like, I just came home and you were a human. I would probably literally die. Please don't ever turn into a human. Like, don't ever turn into a people, okay? Don't do it. I couldn't take you seriously. No, I couldn't. You're too cute the way you are. You snuggle with his teddy again. Also, he does shit like that, and it's like, it's adorable, but it's like, not, like, I don't think I want you a human. It's weird. Anyway. Mr. Leone! Leone. I don't know how we're supposed to pronounce his name because it was like One, and you're like, okay. And then now it's Leone? But it's Leon. Leon? Mr. Leon? Leon JB. I don't know. Look, we changed his accent and we changed his name when we got to this point. It's fine. I bring with me all those who had taken refuge in the gym. I don't remember the voice we gave him the second time around, but it's okay. Whoa, it's like something out of a science fiction movie. I bet it was built by MIBs. I'm sorry. BIBs, Birds in Black, not Men in Black. Is MIB also... I built it was built by MIBs. I would assume MIB is Men in Black. Right? But Men in Blacks? Men's in Black? Men in Blackses? Like, you can't really pluralize Men in Black. And MIB would be a man in black. Well, that's really weird too, because I am a man in black, but I am. No, I'm a MIB. I'm an MIB agent. It's been a long day. Anyway, rad. Well, I guess nobody's panicking anyway. Mr. Shirogane, I will recover Sakazaki's body before I leave. Have no fear. I'm grateful to you. The exit is no doubt activated by vital signals of the researchers who work here. Correct. And do not fear. I shall lead you to it. Loaf, why are you turning good? Cat's cute little bird loaf. The doctor is even creepier when he's being cooperative. What goes on? A little true. I do not base my actions on foolish pride or emotion. I carried out an experiment, and I have now obtained the result. I have nothing more to gain or lose here. I mean, you could lose your life, but I guess that doesn't count. Is that everyone? Thank God. Shall we go, Korra? Can you stand? Yeah, but we need to bring Tosaka with us. Are you gonna drag I'm assuming the scarecrow monster? I think everyone else has gone outside. Doctor, I shall not forget what has taken place here. Once we're outside, I shall see that you face judgment. Your words are haughty and immature, as always. And do as you please, if you can. I will indeed. Remember my face, villain! Okay. I always read him a little dramatic, but it's just right now he's getting really dramatic and it's funny. I don't know why. Well, who knows? I find you uninteresting, so I may well forget. I must think carefully about my plans once I'm outside. I still have much research to... Did he just get shot? Doctor? A gunshot echoes through the room, and the doctor collapses. Madness! And there should still be time before the humans... Mr. Nanaki? A pistol is in his hand. Okay. He doesn't have hands, first of all, but also, how? How is a bird... If I ever end up dead, just, like, investigate the bird first, because this is just, I'm just saying. He wobbles over to the doctor with the same unsteady, careless gait as always. So now we have a bird that can barely walk right, but he's holding a gun in his wing. And... I did not expect that. I did not see this one coming. And this is the end of your research. Kazuaki. Ananagi, what? Stop! The doctor should have a fair trial once we... A fair trial? What do you think, Doctor? Well... I'm impressed at your acuity in attacking my uninjured left side. But of course. Thank you. Tell me, Dr. Iwami... No. Issa. I need to bring him back with me. And that's why I've done all this. And tell me, where is Nageki? Nanaki points his gun at the immobilized doctor. He looks quite prepared to shoot the partridge dead at any moment. Oh, is that it? I had quite forgotten. Mr. Fujishiro's brother. He was a quail. What? Wait a minute. How is your brother a quail if you're a fucking dove? I don't... You know what? I'm not even... Okay. Nageki, are you by yourself here again? You should play in the park with everyone else. I'm fine. I would just get tired. Oh, right. His brother from the orphanage. I forgot. He was a little orphan bird. Okay. Okay. Look, it's been this is the third day I'm playing, so it's been a day since I played some of the other stuff, so I forgot, okay? This is why I should just play an entire game all in once. Like, all in one sitting. Sorry, I gotta 3 days I'm gonna need to record this game. Like, all in a row. Like, just binge straight through it. No, anyway. Isn't talking to me a waste of time, Hidori? You've been busy recently, have you not? I know we're short on money. And that's not something you need to worry about. We adults are working hard to make sure you don't have to worry. You're a child too, Hidori. You're only 5 years older than me after all. You don't think I should be working? No, that's not what I meant. I can't do anything. I at least want to stay out of your way. It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family and we need you. That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work or go to school. It's just how it is. Pat's poor, precious little bird on head. You're thinking too hard, Nageki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. And a full stomach scares the bad things away, right? Unless you have IBS, then a full stomach is going to make you more scared. Anyway, September 2nd, 2180. Hatoful house, where the rest of the war orphans and I lived together. Oh, this is Nageki. Okay. I was always a little better at studying than the others, so I teach at the local school to help make ends meet. Oh, no, wait. Or are... Okay, whatever. I'm just going to read this normal, because I don't know. He was not teaching. This is supposed to be Kazuaki? I'll just read normal because I don't know. I'm assuming it's him. Going to work and coming home. Every Friday, we all gather together to have supper. There are children who go to school. There are those who work like me. And children like Nageki who stay home. Okay, this is Kazuaki. Our family is a patchwork of ages and lives, but we always eat together on this day. What should we have? We might have enough left over, or we could pool our money and buy something. I had more work than usual last month, so I got paid a little more than usual. I'll get something nice. I'll head home and see what everyone wants first. Oh. But this day was different. Our home was surrounded by security vehicles. It's an attack by the Human Liberation Front. We can't let anybody in. Oh, we sent 2 human negotiators, but they were shot. We're going to storm the place. Get back, it's dangerous. Hey you, are you listening? I remember angry shouts coming from every direction, but I couldn't tell what they were saying. The only thing I could focus on were the gunshots from inside. Today was supposed to be our day. No one has ever been missing on a Friday before. No one can disappear today. We have to be together today. No matter what. When I went in, the gunshots had stopped. All that was left were corpses and ruin and... Ah! Everyone is covered in blood, immobile. The humans, the security forces, and my family. What did we do? We had nothing. Our parents and our homes had already been stolen by the humans. All we had left were each other. Why do they have to keep stealing from us? Why? Why? Tori, you were outside. Good. Nikeki, you're alive. Everyone else? I see. Nikeki was hiding in the innermost room. He must have heard everything from inside his hiding place. Human corpses are scattered throughout the room. Nikeki, were you afraid? I'm sorry. It wasn't your fault, Hattori. I wasn't here when you needed me. Don't apologize, Hattori. I don't know how I could live if you were gone too. Why is this so sad? People are awful. Okay, the birds are kind of being douchebags to each other too, but I mean, like, Jesus! Just poor little orphan birds. Do you hate yourself? Because I kind of hate myself. Jesus. When I found him then, I didn't notice, but none of the human corpses in that room had been shot. Oh, right, because yeah. And this will be our room from now on. And the house is too big for just the 2 of us. Right. It's a little lonely. Yes. Oh, God, I gotta read these voices. Well, I don't know, because he's not supposed to be... You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not... So how does Kazuaki know? Because it's not the same bird. It's not the same quail. So I don't know what's going on here. Anyway. Yes. Hittori, what should I do? Isn't there anything I could do to help? You just have to be happy and well. Don't push yourself. We'll find something for you to do, okay? I noticed this almost as soon as we'd moved out of Hatoful house. He was never very healthy to begin with, but he was getting worse and worse. What would start out as a slight cold would turn into a high fever and go on for days. It was painful to watch. Was it really just his weak body? I couldn't do anything. Should we get a doctor, Nageki? I'm fine. I'm fine. Nageki, wait. You still have a fever. Don't worry about the dishes. I'll take care of them. I told you, I'm fine. Don't If you just say how you feel outright, I'll feel better too, Nageki, okay? But how about this? From now on, I'm fine isn't allowed. What do you... Whenever you say you're fine, you never are. Okay. Go to bed for now, okay? Tomorrow I'm taking you to a doctor. This is highly unusual. Nageki has a genetic condition which impairs his immune system. Impairs his immune system? All living creatures inherit defense systems against viruses and the like from their parents, and we call them immune systems. But Nageki's is abnormally weak. And that's why he gets sick easily? Indeed. He can become infected with diseases that bodies such as yours or mine would fight off easily. It's probably best if he avoids going outside, as that could bring him into contact with more dangerous viruses. He could become seriously ill with little or no warning. Please, can you cure him? I'll find whatever money it takes. He's the only family I have left. I understand how you feel, but as I said, his condition is hereditary. I've never seen anything like it. I'm sorry, but I can't help him. We went to many hospitals, and I talked to many doctors. And they all said the same thing. I can't help him. Someone please save Nageki. Anyone. I'll do anything. We've been all alone, but we found a home together. And it was taken from us. And now this. Someone please help us. Soon after the start of 2183, a letter arrived. It was from a researcher at the St. Pigeonations Medical Institute, a Mr. Issa Soba. Issa Soba? Why does that sound like something Jar Jar Binks would say? Jesus. I've received a report about a boy named Fujishiro Nageki from a doctor at a certain hospital. I believe I know what his condition is. It's extremely rare, so my fellow researchers and I would be grateful for a chance to assist in curing it. We hereby invite him to come study at St. Pigeonations. We believe that solving the riddle of his sickness will bring great advances to all of bird science. The medical center will pay for his tuition. St. Pigeonations is a school of great prestige. Our curricula and facilities are among the best in the world. The medical center is located on the school grounds. We propose that he live in the center out of concern for his delicate health. He'll have access to professional medical expertise anytime he should need it. Please consult with the rest of your family, and if you're interested, contact me at the following address. I'll be waiting. Isosoma. I love how they all have fucking secret fucking identities. Like, Jesus Christ. We're like, okay, so who's who now? Jesus. So is this supposed to be Kazuaki? And he's just like, what, he just dyed his feathers or something? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't... Weird, right? Like, he bleached his feathers so nobody would know. Like, well, I originally had dark hair, but I bleached it blonde so no one would... You know what I'm saying? Like, how is it... Anyway. And this is amazing, Nageki. I'm glad we went to so many hospitals. I've never expected an invitation like this. I don't want to go. I want to stay with you, Hitori. But you'll be able to go to school. I keep saying the name different because I'm not really 100% sure how to pronounce it. I can only teach you what I know, and there's a lot that I don't know. And you'll be able to make friends. And the doctors there will help your illness, so you won't have to be sick. Do you not want me here, Hitori? Of course I do, but I'm worried. If you were to get really sick, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I think it'd be better for you to stay with the doctors. I'll be lonely by myself, but I can wait until you're better. Become strong, Nageki, and then come back here. I'll wait for you, however long it takes. Okay. And so Nageki enrolled in St. Pigeonations. There have been a lot of us at Hatoful House, and after that I was with Nageki. I was lonely living by myself for the first time, but I was more worried about Nageki. I hope he makes good friends, but he's never been very sociable. At least he'll have an easier life there than here. I wonder if this is actually Kazuaki, right? I wonder if the photo that we found in his phone case was Nageki. And he scribbled out the picture because, well, but see, we said she. He never said she, we just assumed. But you just said, when you lose somebody, blah, blah, blah. But that could have, he could have been mad at Nageki for killing himself. You know, like he died, he killed himself. Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? Not because sometimes when someone you love dies, you could be angry at them for dying. Like how dare you died on me? Like what? Even though it's not their fault. You know what I mean? But if Nageki killed himself and Hitori or Kazuaki or whatever his name is, found out, he might have been angry about that. Like, why did you do? You know what I mean? And it's irrational, but because that's why he said I burned the photo as a way of apologizing. Because if it was somebody that broke his heart, that he was in love with, broke his heart and left, you wouldn't like, oh, I'm sorry, I was mad at you. You'd be like, no, fuck you. But this sounded more like I'm mad at this person for dying on me. Because it was like, because at first it sounded like, oh, I'm just angry at this person for leaving me. But then when you read more of it, it was more like, well, maybe this person died then? Because otherwise you wouldn't apologize for being mad at them for breaking your heart. You'd be like, okay, maybe I moved on, but you're not going to be like, hey, I'm sorry I was mad at you. You're like, I don't have a right to be mad at you because you're a douche. You get over it, but you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to, I'm so sorry that I was upset that you broke my heart and ripped it out and stomped it. You know what I mean? But you'd be like, I'm so sorry that I was angry at you for dying because it's not something you could help. Even though in Nageki's case it was, but now we know why. But still, you know what I mean? Anyway, you get what I'm saying. So that makes a lot of sense. But holy shit, there's so much like interwoven plot in this. Christ sakes! At least they'll have an easier life there than here. And most importantly, they'll be looking for a cure. The summer of that year, he sent a lot of letters home. I'm going to be undergoing intensive treatment over the summer. I wanted to come home, but they said this would be better for me. How are you? I'll write again soon. I asked Dr. Issa about a meeting, but he said no. I'm not the only one here with an unusual illness, and they have to be very careful about who comes in. Summer's half over now. Is it hot out? The basement of the center is always the same light and the same temperature. I miss you, Hitori. I'm fine, Hitori. Don't worry about me. I was worried. Nageki hadn't told me he was fine since he promised not to 3 years ago. What are they doing to him? Are they doing something bad to him? I tried calling Dr. Issa, but he always replied with, progress is good and everything's fine. If everything is fine, why won't they let me talk to him? I snuck into the medical center. I needed to know if he's really alright. God lacks security. He said that he was undergoing intensive care in the basement. That must be where he is. How do I get there? I need to get to the entrance to the basement. I need to find the entrance to the basement. Sure. That's when I heard the alarm. I could hear urgent footsteps and the sound of wings. This building has all the most advanced equipment. They must have noticed me. But I was greeted at the corner not by guards, but by panicked researchers, all shouting the same thing, all heading for the exit. Fire! Fire! What? A fire? Subject 00 set a fire. Call the fire department. Black smoke rolls toward me from the inner corridors. Nageki, where's Nageki? Nageki! Say something, please! Where are you? He was there. He was coming to see him, and you think that, like, oh, if I showed up an hour earlier, this would... Oh! It's happening again. Nageki needs me, and I'm not there. I always leave him alone when he's in pain. The smoke is clogging my lungs with its foul stench. This makes a lot of sense with the color crossed out picture if they're the same bird. But I run onwards anyway. Nageki is there in a room filled with fire. Nageki, it's me, Hitori. I'm here to save you. Hitori, what happened? What did they do to you? Come on, we have to get out of here. I'm sorry. His face is clouded. He shuts the door and I hear the lock click shut. Open the door, Nageki! Hitori, I can't go outside anymore. I can't live anymore. What did they do to you? I'm a fool. All this time I thought you were getting better. Thought you'd come home cured. I should be the one apologizing. Nageki, please. Come home with me. To our home. Oh, listen, Hitori. I recorded everything that happened here and hid it in the library. It's wrong. This is the only way. Stop them. What are you talking about? We can talk later. I can't let you die. Can you do me a favor, Hattori? Anything. Please. Please. Make sure there's nothing left of my body. And Uzune. Uzune Hattori. I had heard that he died after the fire, but it would seem that our investigation was lacking. It's hardly easy to change your name and face. I plucked out all my feathers! Like it is, it's supposed to be the same. Nikeki, he's calling. He's calling me, you know? Isa, I came to greet Nikeki. Where is he? So it was supposed to be the same bird. Okay, I could have read it in his voice. His voice doesn't hurt me, but I wasn't 100% sure, so. I was like, I'm thinking so, but I don't know. I mean, you know. I see you're losing hold of your sanity. I'm serious. I've been waiting for this from the beginning. He told me what you were doing to him here, but then you closed the facility. I've been waiting for this, Isa. I'm waiting for you to open this place again. Ever since I joined the faculty. He's still here, isn't he? Geki. I mean, he admitted he was. There were indeed some pieces of him left after the fire, and they would have degraded in mere hours had I left them. If it pleases you to call those bits of meat, Fujushiro Nikeki, I'll not attempt to stop you. But those pieces have already been transferred to Mr. Kawara's body. You won't die just yet, Isa. And don't worry. Don't worry. And so tell me, where is Nikeki? I have to take him home now. If by Nikeki you mean what was left of him after the fire, then it is Mr. Kawara's liver. And the cells from his body that contain the Charon virus. Charon virus? Charon? I don't even know. I will keep her up. Are now inside Mr. Kawara, parasitizing him. Parasitizing him? That's a thing. Oh, is that it? I see. Thank you, Isa. Hang on just a little longer, Isa. I need to ask Nikeki what he thinks we should do with you. Mr. Nanaki comes over to me, and the same soft smile on his face as when he teaches class. And can you hear me, Nikeki? I'm sorry to make you wait so long. I'm here now. Sir, it's me, Kawara Ryota, from your class. Please snap out of it. I don't know what happened in the past, Nanaki, but this is not the time for such foolery. We've only a few more minutes before the humans enter the school grounds. It won't take them long to find this place. Could you please move over for a second, Shirogane? I need to talk to Kawara. He points the gun at Sakuya. Sakuya, he's serious. It's too noisy in here. Come on, Kawara. Let's go into that room, just the two of us. This ending is long as fuck. This might take 6 more. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna be here for the rest of our lives. What are you thinking? Are you planning to lock yourself in? Open the door! Open it, I say! Isa said he's in your liver, didn't he? Where is the liver, I wonder? Do you know, Kawara? Sir, Nikeki would never have wanted this. He stares thoughtfully at my stomach, a knife in his hand. My body feels weak. I think I must have put too much into that fight earlier. I won't be able to resist. Nikeki, can you hear me? I've come to save you again. Where are you? Tell me. What part of Kawara do I need to cut open to find you? Nikeki. He's just going to keep saying Nikeki. I'm not going to keep repeating Nikeki. It feels really weird. Sir, listen to me. He moves the knife from one place to another, as if making an estimation. He's gonna... Oh, I see. It's hide and seek. I'll look as hard as I can then. Just a little longer. We'll be able to go home in just a little bit, Nageki. Together. Did he just fucking stab Ryota? Oh, stop it, Hitori. The knife is stuck deep into the wall under my wing. I can hear Nageki's voice, but I can't see him. The voice is coming from inside me. I'm like, oh my god, this is some fucked up weird science fiction shit. Okay, I mean, giant talking birds, so yeah. But I mean, it's just crossed the, like, you're like, okay, giant talking birds. And then you're like, but this is getting a little weird. No, this has been weird from the beginning. Never mind. Mr. Kawara, let me use your body for a bit. Okay, go ahead. Can you hear me, Hitori? Of course. I've talked with you every night. And you told me, Nageki. Told me to come get you. Told me to exact revenge on Isa. No, Hitori. That wasn't me. I never told you to do that. Have you forgotten what I asked you to do, Hitori? And the second thing. I remember. Of course I remember. So let's go home. Listen, Hitori. I'm no longer here. I no longer go home with you. Who said that? Oh, I see. It was Isa, wasn't it? Only he would say something mean like that. We did give Kazuaki the bet, like, oh, yeah, I'm a little crazy. He does have a good crazy person voice. I mean, it's supposed to be soft and gentle, but a little crazy. It works. Oh. Anyway. No, it wasn't him. And don't worry, Nageki. I'll take care of him in a minute. Don't worry. Hitori, I never asked for you to come for me. I never asked for you to exact revenge. Who was it? Nageki. It was Nageki. I died because of you. You abandoned me here. I never wanted to come here. It was you who killed me. You killed me. You killed me. You killed me. I will not forgive Hitori. I'm sorry, Nageki. But I know that no apology will ever fix it. Sir, what? There's a shadow in Hitori's heart. His own shadow pretending to be mine. Come for me, Hitori. I'm here. It's Shadow Nageki. It can't sound like normal. You know what I mean? I know. I don't want to be alone. I don't want you to be alone. You'll never forget me. You'll live with me. You'll live with your sin forever. And that's what you want, isn't it? If you want me to carry this pain, I will, Nageki. I won't ask for forgiveness. I won't. He's crying. And tortured by his own shadow. I'm sorry, Nageki. I'm sorry. Hitori, I don't want you to be in pain. He's trying to destroy his feelings of guilt. He wants to be saved. If you're here, his pain will go away. Help me save him. Yes. They're all starting to blur into one voice right now. Ahem. Hitori, I was tortured by them here in this place. It was terrible. Issa and the others should die in pain. All of them should die. As long as they live, my pain will never disappear. Mr. Nanaki. That's wrong. I don't know. Sir, you and Nageki both lost those most important to your strife. The illusion of choice. Nothing changes no matter what you pick. But you should know best of all people that revenge helps no one. It brings no one happiness, only pain. If I hadn't been there, Nageki would never have died. I was never there when he needed me. I'm sorry, Nageki. If I had been better, this never would have happened. Everything would have been fine if you'd never met me. If I hadn't been there, you never would have felt pain. Sir, why? Why are you doing this? Why do you think he was sad? The time Nageki spent with you was his greatest treasure. And I know how wonderful it is to be able to be together with loved ones, too. Nageki's glad he got to be with you, sir. And there's nothing to regret. Come with me, Hitori. Look at me, Hitori. Hear only my voice, Hitori. I'll tear your heart to pieces, and when it heals, I'll tear it again, and again, and again. That is your punishment. It'll be wonderful to live with me again. Wonderful. Hitori. That's Nageki. I'm getting confused because there's too many people. I'm like, wait, who's who again? Right. Please, Hitori, listen to me. And the voice you hear is that of your own shadow. You've been hurting yourself all this time. Stop blaming yourself. I don't want to see you in pain. You asked me for two things, Nageki. And the first was, come save me. So I... Now listen to me, Hitori. And my first was for you to make my body disappear from this world. And as long as I live, as long as my body remains, someone will try to use the Charon virus. And that virus must disappear, and my body with it. Well, now your body is in Ryota, so I guess we're gonna have to burn fucking Ryota. Alright. Alright! Let's tie this witch to the stake and get this party started. I mean, like, what the fuck? I'm trying to joke because I feel like we're gonna have to kill fucking Ryota and it's gonna be sad. It'll bring only sadness as long as it remains. You asked for one other thing. You asked me to take revenge on Dr. Issa. On all those who brought you pain. Yes. I need to grant this wish. I need to... Hitori. No, Hitori. And that was not my wish. Remember, Hitori. Remember my final wish. It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family and we need you. It doesn't help. My body like this, I can't work or go to school. That's just how it is. You're thinking too hard, Nageki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away, right? Aww. What a beautiful sunset. I guess it's autumn already. Are you cold, Nageki? I'm fine. Hitori, It would be easier for you without me, right? Why do you think that? I heard you and the others talking about it. Medicine costs a lot more than food. You're paying for it out of your salary, right? If you had that money for yourself, you could buy better food. You wouldn't have to work so much. So you'd be better off without me. Don't say that, Nageki. I don't care about fancy food or free time. You're more important than any of that. You mean more to us than you think, Nageki. You were very young when you came here, so maybe you don't remember, but losing family is hard. I want to stay like this, watching over the people I love forever. So listen, maybe it looks like I'm working just for you, but it's for me too. Seeing you happy makes me happy. Thank you, Hitori. I just wish I wasn't such a burden to you. Stop that already. You've never been a burden to me. I know I should be reading into their voices, but like whatever. Here, have some millet. Eat well and we can sleep well too. Let's hope for good dreams, okay? Pan up to the sunset. Now the sun is setting. I hope we can stay with everyone like this forever. Yes. Yes. My second wish was live, Hitori. Live and be happy. Nageki, I can't be happy. You're gone. I can't be with you anymore. Look at me, Hitori. I want you to live. You don't have to feel guilty for me. Oh wait, I couldn't tell why I was still here. At first, I thought my remains, the parts of me that are inside Mr. Kawara now, are keeping me here. But I don't think so now. I think I was worried. Worried that you wouldn't be able to keep going alone. I can't, Nikeki. I can't go on without you. I don't want to live without you. It's so sweet and almost romantic, but it's like brotherly love. It's like family love. It's familial love, but it's just so, it's like, oh, it's almost romantic. Oh, we've stayed here too long, Hattori. Oh, we have to move on. Don't worry. Oh, that's him. Don't worry. We'll meet again. Somewhere. Sometime. Soon. Because you're all gonna die, right? Mr. Kawara. Thank you. Kawara! Are you unhurt? Yeah, I'm fine. How unexpected. If it were me, your insides would have divulged themselves and their secrets long ago. Just kills him anyway. He's like, look, I know my brother didn't want that, but I wanted that, and we all wanted that. We're good. Okay, let's go. Aninaki, I'll not forgive this man. Don't worry about it, Sakuya. It's already over. We need to get out. We're already out of time. Indeed. Fucking Loaf is like, I can't move now, and they're like, figure it out, buddy, and they just leave him. Nikeki was kept frozen here, right, Doctor? Indeed he was. And the facility was sealed off, so it was hardly difficult to keep people from snooping around. I'm staying here with Spacey. What are you saying, Kawara? Come with us at once. I see. Kawara. I thought you would say that. The Charon virus has by now colonized your body quite completely. Were you to leave, any humans you encountered would suffer a painful death. What? Was this your plan all along, you conniving physician? Surely there's a way to remove the virus. Yeah, killing him, I mean. Alas, that would be impossible with current medical technology. Once established in the body, it's quite tenacious. Even if we were to remove the tissue from Mr. Fujushiro, Mr. Kawara would still carry the virus. Madness! Lunacy! Oh, Sakuya! You love Ryota even though you think he's a mongrel. He's grown by leaps and bounds from the beginning. Most improved. And the same goes for Miss Tosaka's damaged brain. It's currently preserved inside a glass jar, but just barely. Indeed, given Labordime's behavior and the subsequent damage she was dealt, there's no guarantee that her personality and memories are still retrievable. With current medical technology, anyway. Shirokane, let's go outside. Do you mean to leave Kawara here? How deep does your selfish nature run? We'll come back for him. It's impossible now, but one day we may be able to remove the virus from his body. He's just gonna live in the fucking basement of a shut-down school for No, the humans are gonna find the Oh no, he's gonna kill them all, so it's fine. Well, at least you'll have food. Make sure you put the human meat in the freezer. I think... And then Nikeki would say the same. Well, Mr. Shirogane, I think perhaps you would do well to respect Mr. Kawara's thoughts on the matter. I feel as if this one day has brought an entire lifetime's worth of fatigue. I just want to rest for a little while. I'm worried about Mother. Sakuya, could you tell her I'll be back one day? Listen, Kawara. No, I never go back on my word. No matter how long it takes, I will come back for you. I swear. So, promise me, please. Promise me that you'll leave this place with me alive. Right. I promise. I'll be waiting for you. A lot sure happened today, Spacey. And does this mean we're finally going into recap? Oh. Does this mean we're finally getting into recap mode, Ryota? I'm half sick from being stuck out here, not even knowing what's going on. Yeah. I guess you only got to see bits and pieces of the story. Yep. So will you fill me in, please? I guess we have plenty of time for it. I'm gonna miss eating udon. But having you here makes things a little bit easier. At least a little bit better, sorry. Right? Where do I start? Everything that's happened, what's happening now, and everything that might happen one day. We have plenty of time to talk about it all. I'll be waiting. So we got this ending. Okay, so we should be able to get the epilogue now. So yeah. Can I just be dead honest with you? Like, fucking, hey, this game is traumatic. Like, you want, like, happy endings. This is like, oh, did you want a happy? Smacks you upset. Fuck you, no. The Ryota ending, right? You're like, oh, I guess that's happy, but he doesn't want to be. And you're like, we can be together. And it's like, okay. And you're like, okay, sure. That's like the happiest ending, and it's still lackluster. You know what I mean? Compared to what you expect from endings. But overall, despite, like, when you get to the end, you're like, that's it? So our husbando just turned into fucking pudding? Or her husbando stabbed us? Oh, no wait. We did the full ending and it was a murder-suicide? Okay! But no birds were harmed in the making of this game. Only people. People suck. So we technically... Okay, so we were not the Scarecrow until the end of the game. But we were the Scarecrow. But it's kind of funny because that's definitely like a alternate reality because we didn't die on the second day of school. So it's not like this happened, they put us in the robo body, and then the rest of the time is me in a robo body not knowing I'm in a robo body. Interesting. So we know what she looks like in the game. Like all the birds look like birds, but what's our human stuff? Oh, this must be the epilogue. Madness! Why, if it isn't my darling little brother. Salutations. Hey, you scum! Hey, you villain! Explain yourself! Why are you still alive? Why? Well, for starters, I could never bring myself to leave all the ladies sad and alone. How much must you mock me before he'll be satisfied? Hello again. Fucking love him. Leon! And truth be told, Leon here gave me an antidote. I was loitering around on the border between life and death, and he pulled me back up in a miraculous revival. Then he said he was going to recover your body. I do not recall saying I was going to recover his corpse. Lunacy! Madness! Inconceivable! Inconceivable! I give it back! Give me back the time and mental energy I spent mourning you. You mourned me. I'm flattered. Gah! We can't stay long, Sakazaki Yuya. It's time to set on our next bright and massive mission. This is your chance to regain the department's trust. Roger that. Let's go, sexy and suave. Oko-san fell smooth. There is deliciousness nearby. Fell smooth, not smell food. I don't think that was a typo. I think that's what he's meant to say. Black Beanadonna. Beanadonna. Angel, do you have food? What did I... Gah! The demon spores encroach again? Stick 'em up! Oko-san demands your beans or your life! So you appear, bone-white bird of bean-eating. By the oath of old, join me. And they're still going at it. Hello, Shirogane. How are you? Why are you, of all people, pushing Iwamine's wheelchair? I would never have expected to see you two together. And taking responsibility for injuries dealt to another party by tending to them seems to be a natural enough reaction to me. I need to apologize somehow, don't I? If you change your mind and decide it's time to exact revenge again, I never met either of you, understand? Come on, Shirogane. And that would never happen. Probably. How wonderful. I can feel the suspense in the air. Somehow, I feel like attempting to apply ethical guidelines to either of you is completely futile. Anyway, I need to talk to you. I have the results from the experiment the other day. There were no problems? Not at all. It was a perfect success. Well, I guess, and that means it's time, doesn't it? I have the date. If you can come, please do. Oh, we're gonna go save Ryota now! Hopefully this doesn't go too long, because we're at almost time anyway. Mr. Kawara. Mr. Kawara. Miss Tosaka. Can you hear me? Morning is almost here. So we're alive in a robot body. Wake up, Kawara! Oh, this is probably Sequoia. Oh, wake up, Kawara! Tosaka! I told you I wouldn't go back on my word. At the okay, so that's the so here's what I don't understand. Oh, we did. Okay, so these are all the little things for the endings. I don't know if you can skip them. Okay, we don't need to look at those though, but like so we oh Kazan. I wish you could like click through and like you can't though. Oh, there we are. Look! Oh, we got a selfie. We're pretty. Should have known that was one. Okay, so this was one. Alright. And then the end feather. And then like... Well, that's funny. Is that what he was supposed to look like? But then he like... Oh, so these are like almost their younger self. Because see, he does look like the Doctor, right? Little bird and little lab coat. It doesn't even have its wings through sleeves. It's just literally a loaf in a fucking jacket. Okay, the loaf in the jacket is my favorite thing ever. I love that so much. I can't even. Oh my god. Okay, I can't handle that. That's too cute. That's Ryota's dad. He's not as cute in the lab coat as the loaf, but still. Look at his happy face. He's adorable. But this is funny. So was this supposed to be that's supposed to be him like maybe when he's younger? I guess I can see it. I'm kind of trying to imagine. That's the thing they didn't give you like their things. Okay, but he's blonde. The similar hair, I guess. So yeah, it's supposed to be like younger, and then now it's been at least 5 years, but it could be. It's been 5 years, so yeah, I mean 5 years later. Oh, okay. And the only other thing we have, which I noticed, is the archive. Oh, we got everything. Okay, so let's read through this stuff. So, hallucinogenity report. Well. We've established one of student number 60781's special characteristics. He acts as a neurotransmitter, producing a trance-like state in bystanders. The effects is similar to that of narcotic. Will continue our observation. Okay, so that's obviously what's-his-face. I feel uncomfortable. Where did I come from? Where was I born? The fact I'm trapped here is the least of the mysteries plaguing my mind. I'm nervous. Huh. I woke up in a different place this morning. I don't remember well, but it had a pale fluorescent lights and a white ceiling. I can't have been in the library. Where was I? Goodwill Ambassador selection. Selection criteria for the human ambassador have been forwarded to management, along with the draft of the emergency response manual. Given the risk of influenza, a human with a strong natural immunity as possible is desired. The presence of hereditary immunoglobulins is the most important criterion. Others are detailed in the attached documents. I think and I think, but I find no answers. I feel as if I've forgotten something very important. As if I promised something to someone very important. I wonder whose journal this is supposed to be. The Spanish influenza. An acutely infectious strain that was pandemic in 1918. Approximately 600 million people were infected, and of those, approximately 100 million died. Jesus. It claimed the largest number of lives in the shortest period of time of any disaster during the human era. From information found in remaining records, the pathogen itself is thought to have been derivative of avian influenza. Carrier aptitude. We've examined the genetic records of the entire student body. None of them exceeded 98% compatibility. We're continuing to investigate carrier aptitude levels. We will report on the possibility of inducing carrier capability in normal individual next week. Underground facility fire. We have temporarily opened the dividing wall in the underground facility at the request of the Biological Science Division. We should be able to reconstruct the circumstances of the fire. Subject 00 remains in cold storage. Reference bird deceased. The death of Subject 00's relative has been confirmed. His remains are stored in Area D3, Section 1. They are boxed and processed. Wait. This is interesting. Death of Subject 00's relative has been confirmed. That to me sounds like they're talking about Hitori. But we know he's not dead. But they thought he was dead. I mean, Shu said that, right? Oh, we obviously did the research, but that's weird. So you have somebody else's remains in a box. Wait, that was that one, right? Yeah. Unless they were trying to say Nageki. You know what I'm saying? His remains. Which, that would have made more sense, but it said relative, right? Anyway. Homo sapiens resistant capabilities. Adaptability measure for Homo sapiens to be raised an estimated 0.06%. There are fluctuations in mammalian evolution rates. We may need 2 or 3 more samples. That was 10, right? Yeah, we're okay. The intelligence agent. We have chosen to let the Dove Party agent who has infiltrated the school operate freely for the time being. A number of incoming students have proven to be quite fascinating. If possible, please examine the details in the attached documents. I don't think they will oppose me. I've been feeling better since that nosy girl showed up. I do not think I'll find any answers like this, so perhaps it is time to close the curtains. I am fulfilled, just as I was back then. Back then? Back when? Okay, so I'm assuming this is... Okay, now this is probably Nageki's notebook. The Hatoful House incident. The Hatoful House orphanage in Area L9, Section 6, was attacked by the Human Liberation Front terrorist organization. The terrorists barricaded themselves inside, taking the residents hostage. 11 residents were killed during the incident, and 8 officers died storming the building. 2 residents are known to have survived, but their current whereabouts are unknown. I'm trapped here as always, but I noticed something new. It seems that I can move freely along the vertical axis. After napping today, I woke in front of the lockers in the chemistry room. If I remember correctly, the chemistry room is directly below this room. Am I able to move myself up and down through my own will? Aves High City bombing. It was supposed to be Aves High City? Aves? I don't know. In 2173, is it Aves High or Aves High? I don't know. Aves High? City building in Area A23, Section 1 was bombarded by human extremists. Immediately afterward, the Hawk Party spawned the Earth Crawlers extremist organization. Okay, I just make sure we didn't miss it. No, we got them all. Okay. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Oh, and that's just the map of the thing. That's cute. You're like, oh, hey. It's like, hey, go to the birdhouse. Okay, well, that's that. I want to look at Birdloaf one more time because this fucking kills me. This is the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life, and I can't handle it. But we'll stay here so you can see all our bird friendos. So, or husband looking at back there, skulking with the cleaver. Oh my god. Anyway, so that's Hatoful Boyfriend. So we're done. We finished. So yeah, and after this, we are going to play the Holiday Star one, so look forward to that. I gotta create a thumbnail, but I got a long time. I mean, we got a long time before this one's done, because it'll be July by the time this is just not... I don't know. I might need to have to post these every day. I don't know. There's only 13 of them, but I finished it so fast, and normally I take my time, and this is done, so I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll have to see how fast I can continue doing Norn 9, or how I can do, like, I had Like, 2 days I sat here and recorded everything. This is the third day. I literally recorded this whole game in 2 days. So we'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Or if we'll start out with every other day and then maybe I'll push it to every day. I don't know. I would love to get back to having something up every day, but at least one game going every day and like whatever. But it's the getting time to record everything. So we'll see what happens. I don't know, but we will be playing Holiday Star next because this was fun and we might as well just go right into that one. So anyway, I will see you guys around in other things. So yeah, remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.